You know, we're over 100 astronomical units from the sun and we haven't traveled very far at all.
I know, the distances are mind-boggling.
Yeah, I did some calculations and it would take us over 2,000 years to get to the closest star, Proxima Centauri.
I don't think I can make it that long.
Just to get out of the galaxy would take over 4.5 million years. G7 is way too slow for that. No offense.
None taken. So, this is the termination shock barrier.
Yeah, I've been scanning. There's very little out here.
Not much, but we are a long way from the sun.
I'm mapping the bow shock. It's very faint, but you can clearly see where the sun's energy hits the interstellar medium.
Sounds kind of hokey. Interstellar medium. Interstellar medium.
It's just where our sun's energy meets with the energy from the other stars in our galaxy.
Yeah, and despite what we see here, the universe is by no means empty.
Okay, Captain, getting into position. Preparing to deploy arm.
Take it easy. That thing is built solid, but it's been traveling for a long time.
me think about this for a minute. There's really no way to grab it from this angle.
You'll need to grab it in 2 places so it's secure for the ride home.
Are we going to drop it off at the station?
Yes, they'll need to encapsulate it so we can send it back through Earth's atmosphere.
Okay, I'm in position. Snap, this is tricky. I have to get the arm underneath that little bottom thing sticking out.
You mean thermoelectric generator array?
Yeah, that's it. I got it.
We'll bring it back and let's get you docked. I'm ready to go home.
On my way.
You know, I've learned so much by coming on this mission with you, Uncle Enoch. There's so much evidence out here that God really did create everything.
I'm glad you were with us. I've learned a great deal myself.
I've learned a lot too. I've learned that out here is a dangerous place and no place for the faint of heart.
That's true, Donton, and you're my hero.
Mr. Williams, I'm Jen Hastings, Head Science Officer. I was assigned by Admiral Croft to be your counsel. It says here you entered Genesis Command 2 years ago, is that correct?
Yes.
I see you scored highest in your class in Sciences and Technology.
A lot of good that did.
You entered as a lieutenant, but you were demoted to corporal last year. Do you want to tell me about it?
It's in your report.
Look, I'm here to help you. You can be smug and feel the full weight of Genesis Command, or you can cooperate. Your choice. There was an unnamed witness. Do you know who it was?
I don't have to tell you anything.
You're right. So I'll just leave, and there will be no one left to help you. See you in prison.
Wait. What do you want to know?
Captain, I have a question. Do you think Genesis Command would allow me to have LG-7 when it's decommissioned?
You'll have to ask Admiral Croft. Why do you want it?
I wanted to make a mini sub out of it and take it into Lake Michigan.
Thanks, but no thanks. Hovering over Mars was enough for me. But you can take me fishing.
The first thing I'm going to do when I get back is get my car and go pick up... Miss Jennings, what a pleasant surprise.
Good morning, Captain. All of the debris reports are headed your way.
Anything I need to watch out for?
It looks like clear sailing all the way home.
And I can't wait to get there.
The Admiral wants you to prepare a speech and give it to the board and the science officers when you disembark.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think I can do that.
I know you can.
Well, I guess it's about time to head that way. See you in a month or so.
That seems like forever. Sorry.
I feel the same way, Miss Jennings. See you soon.
I bet if I rerouted the battery power into the neodymium capacitors, increase the flow in the hydrogen pumps, and compress H2 into the ignition cells, I could have us home in less than a month.
Do it. Priscilla, you'll be sitting on a creek bank in less than a month. Set our heading. Lieutenant Andrews, engage MIEs. Let's go home.
So the witness was Lieutenant Andrews. Is that why you wanted the mission to fail?
I worked hard for that spot. It should have been me on that mission.
I see. So you were jealous and coveted his position.
I guess so. It seems to me that unless you know someone or you're in someone's family, you can't get anywhere in this organization.
That isn't true, Luke. Jennings isn't related to anyone, and she's head of communications. And what about Aurelia Croft? She's the Admiral's daughter, and she's just a mechanic. Look, you sinned. That's a fact. But you can still seek forgiveness from the organization. You'll have to put aside your jealousy and accept where God has placed you.
I'll try. Where do I start?
Well, you can start by realizing that even though God is in control, you are responsible for your sin. And that sin comes with a cost. Then you'll need to appear before the board and ask for forgiveness. But don't ask unless you really mean it, Luke.
See you later, Saturn.
We had a little bit of fun there.
You know, I prayed a lot when I was stuck out there near Titan.
We prayed a lot when you were out there too. But see, the Lord brought you through it.
Yes, he did, and then saved me while we orbited Orcus. I'll never forget that place.
You know, you have a very interesting testimony. Not everyone can say, well, I was orbiting this distant trans-Neptunian object, God saved me. It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing no matter where I was, and I'm very grateful.
Hey, is anyone sitting here?
Not that I've noticed.
Funny.
So, you've been drilling down on Williams?
Yeah, but I can't talk about it.
You know, they thought it was me for a while there.
Yeah, I did some investigative work on you.
Yeah? Did you find anything?
Other than a lab mishap back in '79, you were an exemplary officer.
That was no mishap. That was just me taking the fall. Oh, never mind.
What? I mean, that was years ago. Come on, it was no big deal.
Well, Donton brought in this French chemical called humi or something like that. It was disgusting. Anyway, stunk up the whole place and I got the blame for it.
So you took the fall for Donton?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. Had to clean up the lab every day for a week, but I think he conveniently forgot about that.
So Donton's spotless record isn't so spotless?
No. I always resented him after that for the longest time, but he always kind of got picked over me, you know?
So, do you still resent him?
Nah, I'm over that now. I'm good with whatever God gives me. I really wanted to help him, you know, after his parents died and all that. I just didn't know what to do.
That's a hard thing to do. I guess it's even more so with guys. But a kind word or gesture always helps.
Now there's my Achilles heel.
How's that?
Well, I always thought a gesture like that should be made from the heart. You know, like, not fake.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Mars was an interesting place. I enjoyed our walk on the surface.
Me too. Maybe one day we can bring back some sort of all-terrain vehicle and drive around.
Nah, I think I'll stick close to Earth and do my science. Thanks anyway.
You'll have plenty to study in the imaging lab.
That should keep me busy for years. You know, God's creation is more complicated than I ever thought it could be.
I agree. It shows that God is infinitely more wise than we can comprehend.
And he has the power to create it.
He has the power to create worlds and the wisdom to design it, and the knowledge to know every part of the entire universe. Amazing.
Yeah, a universe that we only saw a tiny portion of.
I wish there were a way to travel further out without spending so much time and fuel. I'll have to get to work on that.
What about ion thrusters?
Not enough speed. They shelved that project years ago.
Nuclear propulsion is too messy and dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think I want to glow when I turn out the lights.
Well, what about a solar sail, where they harness the ions of the sun to push a vehicle?
That's great until you're no longer near a star. Then you're stuck.
Yeah, and you have to go against the solar winds to get home.
I thought about doing some work on the Alcubierre drive. I think it's plausible.
Wow, Donton, that's an ambitious project.
What is that?
Basically, it's a drive that warps space, so you're always going downhill. Well, sort of.
You can actually warp space?
Theoretically, space is already warped in places.
Yeah, I've experienced the effects of it working on the space station. The gravity of Earth itself warps space.
Wait, you're telling me that space is warped around Earth?
Yes, it is, and time actually changes speed as it nears Earth.
As time enters the gravity around Earth, it speeds up, but then it slows down again once it nears the surface. I have to adjust clocks all the time. No pun intended.
Call me dense, but that is just a little far-fetched for me to get my mind around.
Well, I think it is for all of us, but we do see the effects from it. We have to adjust our clocks on the station to run with the Earth clocks, because Earth clocks tick just a little slower.
Amazing. I never knew that.
Speaking of Earth, that little dot is home. We're almost there.
You know, we've studied planet after planet, and all of them are amazing in their own way, but Earth is a very special place.
It's the focus of God's attention.
Yes, it is. And mine.
I know what you mean. We traveled out here for over a year, and I always thought of home.
Good morning, Mr. Williams. Let me take this off. I don't think we need them.
Thank you.
I see you made a full confession to the board and asked for forgiveness. And I see they reduced your rank.
Yes, ma'am. I deserved it, though.
Okay, good. So how do you intend to make restitution?
I'm not sure, but I know I was wrong and I have no excuse. I was jealous of Donton and that was wrong.
Okay, very good. That's a good start. That's a very good start. I'll tell you one way you can make restitution. You can start by going to the Genesis 7 crew quarters and cleaning them.
So they're going to let me stay?
Yes, but I don't want you to get the wrong idea. We do not approve of your actions. You will be restricted for a while.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me stay. I promise I'll do all that I can to uphold the honor of Genesis Command.
Okay, very good. All right, Private, get to your cleaning.
This is Genesis 7 to Genesis Command. We are preparing for aero capture and descent.
Copy that, Captain. Ground control is prepared and tracking.
Okay, guys, let's strap in. Priscilla, calculate our gimbals. Donton, check her numbers.
I have a heading of 232 degrees and 30 minutes from side wheel. Nose pitch to 6 degrees.
Agreed.
Molly, confirm.
Gimbals optimum.
Miss Jennings, we'll lose communications for a while, but we'll see you on the ground.
Roger that, Captain. I'll see you at 11:30.
They're on the shuttle. They should be here any minute.
Thanks.
Welcome home, Priscilla. Congratulations.
Welcome home, Priscilla. Congratulations, Donton.
Thank you, Miss Jennings.
Good job.
Come on, y'all.
I missed you so much.
I missed you too.
It seemed longer than a year. I'm so glad you're back.
Me too.
Captain, we're ready. Oh, I'm sorry.
You have to give a speech. I'll see you inside.
Members of Genesis Command, science officers, ground crew, thank you for all of your hard work on this mission. Thank you for your support and diligence in making this mission a success. I believe that the data that we gathered will be a great help in many future discoveries. Of all the things that I have learned over the past year, the greatest discovery has had to do with something I already knew. I had my suspicions that the Earth was special, but now that I've seen the entire solar system, I know it for sure. The Bible declares that in the beginning, God told man to be fruitful and multiply, to fill the earth, to subdue it, and to till it. God put into man a thirst for knowledge about the astonishing creation around him. In the opening lines of God's Word, we see the creation of the place intended for man to inhabit. The earth, designed to be inhabited, is perfect for life. The earth teems with life. Under every rock, and from every valley to the peaks of the highest mountains, even down to the trenches of the sea, we see life thriving. We find life designed in every conceivable way, from a jellyfish to a whale in the seas, and from a snail to a man on land. The entire earth is covered. Not so with the planets. Though each one was created uniquely by God on day 4 of creation, as we have seen, they do not contain life. Though they are beautiful, they are desolate. Consider Mercury and Venus. Each has an average temperature that is hot enough to melt lead. Mercury has no protective atmosphere, and it is bombarded on a daily basis by debris from the sun. Life there would be impossible. Venus as well, with its high atmospheric pressure, its unstable surface, and immense heat, is an alien world unsuitable for life. Also Mars, though it may be possible to colonize in the future using pressurized and temperature-controlled artificial environments, has so much perchlorate in the soil that growing things there would require artificial methods. Life flourishing would be difficult even in artificial capsules. The gas giants are inhospitable by any standard. Their moons contain poisonous amounts of sulfur and are so cold that methane is in a liquid state. Life there is completely impossible. So after over a year, we return home to the only place in the solar system that contains life. And not only life, but favor, God's favor. This earth is the place where God created man. God pronounced his creation very good. This earth is also the place where man fell, and his fall was great, placing him under the judgment of God. Creation itself groaned after this fall. The earth was cursed. Everything changed. But this earth is also the place where Christ came and died for the sins of men. This plan was in place from before time began, from before the first Adam was created. A covenant was made that the Father would give Christ to people, and Christ would come to this earth in the form of a man and die for them. From his perfect home in heaven, Christ came to a cursed earth to die for a cursed people who were his enemies. It's astonishing. But this cursed earth will not stand forever. And though there is great beauty to be seen here and wonderful things yet to be discovered, we see but a shadow of the glorious earth that God initially created. And so it will return on the last day when there is a new heaven and a new earth, where nothing but purity and righteousness will dwell. There will be no sun, no moon, for Christ will be its light, illuminating every crevice and every corner of every heart. Thank you.
I'm so glad to see the open skies again. This is where I belong.
On a creek bank fishing?
You know what I meant. I wonder what Mom and Dad are doing.
I used to think we could only imagine what they're doing, but now I know they're in the presence of Jesus praising him.
What a wonderful thought. So what are you gonna do now?
I like space. I don't know why. Maybe it's my calling. What about you?
I don't know yet, but I have time to find out.
You know, Genesis Command is working on a lunar station. Maybe I could apply for that.
That sounds like you.